Alright guys, this is my MLB 16 show wish list. And I know the trailer's already come out. I'm not going to mention anything that's already been in the trailer. But, so I think I'm just going to start my mode and just go by mode. So, first let's go to Word of the Show. We need a storyboard. Something, there's some sort of story somewhere. But something like NBA 2K16 did, but here's the issue with 2K16. You're not really shaping your experience. They're shaping it for you. And I feel like that's something that needs to be changed, but I feel like if they could add something like that where you're shaping your experience, that would be really cool. Another thing is something that a lot of people have been talking about for a long time, and it's ways to spend your earnings that you make in Road to the Show. That would be something that would be just fabulous.
They'll step in against a real strikeout artist.
It would also be great that in free agency, if you could have more than 3 offers on the table at a time, that's something that's kind of annoying. Like, you can only have 3 offers from teams, and you have all that open space. So, that's basically it. You can't have more than that at one time. Until somebody withdraws, you can't have more than 3. Kind of sucks. It would be nice if it would go into more specifics in the Topps Amateur Showcase. What I mean by that is just have it be more, I really don't feel like it's going to change your path to the majors that much. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but I really don't feel like it is. I feel like it really just depends on your, it's going to shape your potential, but if you play well at all, your potential is going to jump to it pretty quickly. Last year, your potential didn't change at all, based on what you did in the showcase. But I think it was a good addition in 14, but I think they need to go into more specifics. Maybe have a high school or a college, something like that. I don't know.
One of the things that makes him so tough
you guys can give me ideas. Leave your ideas in the comments.
Yeah, I mean, watch the catcher's glove on
it would also be nice to have the commentators go into more detail about your specific headlines during
and this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing
while you're playing.
It's 3-1 now.
Tell you how many batting titles you've won, if you just won MVP, if you're leading the league in batting average, and I know they do that, but just go into more specifics about your player. They said they were going to try to make it more about you, which they've said they've been trying to do since 13, but, I mean, they still haven't nailed it. Okay, let's move on to franchise/season mode. I don't understand why they haven't added this yet. Contract extensions. This is simple. It's simple. This is like, really? Really? You couldn't have put in contract extensions? Like, how hard is it to put in contract extensions? It just really doesn't seem like it would be that hard of a thing to do. If it is, I'm sorry. Another thing that would be great is a relocation ability, team branding, uniforms, and a stadium builder. A lot of people have been asking for a stadium builder. We've been asking for it for as long as I can remember. But if they don't bring that, even try to do relocation and then have like 10 pre-built stadiums. But relocation, in my opinion, even if they don't allow you to relocate, just allow to, rebrand our team, redo our uniforms, because they already have the engine in the game with Diamond Dynasty. And that would be nice to be able to rebrand your team. I mean, that would be nice. I know they already have the engine, but just because I've played franchises that have gone into the 2030s, 2040s, and it's pretty weird to have the exact same league. All the same logos, all the same uniforms, everything's the exact same. That's just not realistic. Another thing would be great is sliders, like NBA 2K's My League, so you can change how often certain trades work, how often players get injured, whatever. Blockbuster deals I feel still happen too much, and they keep saying they're going to improve it. It's been improving, but very gradually. But that would be nice to have a slider. And finally, this is something that I really don't think they're going to be able to pull off, but it would be really nice if they could. They've done it. They already have a partnership with MLB.com with the show live. But if you could get MLB.com licensed rosters so you could have minor league players, you know, and everything's accurate. It would be awesome. It would just be great. Something like what Out of the Park Baseball did this year. And by the way, if you don't know what Out of the Park Baseball is and you're a baseball fan, go check it out. It's a great game. It's more of a simulation. And, okay, now let's move into Diamond Dynasty. Now, this is the mode that everybody's kind of like, okay, this needs a lot of improvement. And it does. I think they definitely took steps in the right direction, but they need to build on it. Contracts. You cannot have a never expiring player. Frankly, you cannot do it. It just, it doesn't work. That formula doesn't work.
Really try hard to tie him up inside.
They need to do what NBA 2K My Team does and apply contracts. So, you know, you always have the player in your inventory, but the contract around, you'll need to apply a contract card. Otherwise, the lineups get stale, and it's just your team gets pieced out. You know, it's just, it's tough. This year, the never expiring players was a good idea, but it's tough. I would ditch the dynasty player completely. Okay, it's just, it's ridiculous. It's just a ridiculous thing. It's just ditch it. Either go back to what you used to be doing with dynasty players, but have people have flexibility. Because it used to be you had to have a mix or all dynasty players. You know what I mean? But do go back to something like that. That's not a bad idea. But let people have be, you know, let it be flexible with the dynasty players. That was a great idea. But either go back to that or just ditch the dynasty player in general. Just go straight to MLB players only. Another thing that would be huge that we see in, I'm assuming it's in Madden Ultimate Team. I've like barely played any Madden Ultimate Team. I've probably put in maybe an hour total in all of Madden history into Ultimate Team. The only other team mode I can even see me playing is maybe like Hockey Ultimate Team. I'm hoping to get NHL 16 soon. Because hockey's more interesting to me than football. I can't... Football is fun. Madden's fun. The game itself is fun. Just to play against somebody, you know, at home. It's fun. But it's not a game that I play competitively or often. It was fun. Season mode I like doing. Just
no runs on no hits, one error, and a runner left stranded.
But this is something that really needs to be done, is individual card auctions.
Now the starting lineup for Kansas
we
City
need
is put together by
more.
manager Ned
The issue
Yost,
is that
like
with all the cards being placed on a single block, it makes it really hard. Like if there's two Alex Rioses, they should be like two separate orders, and you should be like they should be two separate auctions, and they should have the bidding system. They don't have a bidding system. They do sort of, but it's either buy now or sell now, or create the order and wait till somebody buys now or sells now. You gotta wait. They need to have individual card auctions. Yes, I understand it makes it easier for people to exchange stubs, but for those people, I mean, honestly, I don't really care. If you're buying stubs from people, so what? First of all, next year I don't think it's going to be as easy because the triple play challenge isn't going to happen. Maybe do what they did this year with community challenges, but I like the stub wagering system, but maybe fix it. I don't know, some way. Next, they need to add more game modes to Diamond Dynasty. What I mean by that is that they need to have more than just a play now head-to-head or play now against the CPU. They need to add something like Road to the Playoffs, or even Domination Mode. And I know you can sort of do your own version of Domination, but your rewards are not the same. They need to give you rewards for Domination like they do in NBA 2K. You need to try to beat every single team. Road to the Playoffs would be so cool. Have a tournament with your team. That would be cool. They need to add a play with friends. I would use that all the time. I don't understand why there's not a play with friends. Okay, play with friends is the centerpiece. I mean, it's just so important because players want to play their friends. The only way you can play your friends' teams is if you go into extra innings and search them up, and that's really hard. So you have to go through the entire leaderboard. They need a ton more variations of cards in Diamond Dynasty. Just having current player cards and then like 30 legends is not enough. That's going to give you. I'm not going to count how many cards that is. I'm going to guess that's what is that, like 12 1,230. I think that's like 1,230 cards. That's not enough. And it seems like a lot, but it's not. Just to put it in perspective, NBA 2K is more than double that. They need throwback cards. They need rookie cards. They need a bunch more cards. And finally, for gameplay, they need current. I would like it if they would have a current presentation when an online or exhibition, so it's your current stats, so you don't need to play the show live to have current stats. Well, that's my MLB 16 the show wish list. I hope the devs see this. Leave your comments below, and I will see you next time.